But yeah, the tracks seem really, really strong. I'm not sure you could stop this. Maybe if the cops had like one of the armored vehicles, there's a chance it stops it. But oh my, it is the funnest thing just running over traffic. All right, folks, have you ever seen something so beautiful and so destructive here in BeamNG Drive? I present to you the Trackmaster by Fun Physics. Now, you probably have heard that name before. They're a YouTuber, and they have a Patreon where they have quite a few awesome creations. I got a couple of them spawned in the back over here. But yeah, you notice this little innocent little moonhawk over here, and there's another plow on the other side. We're totally not about to crush that thing. So we're going to lock the differentials here. I shouldn't have to move the plow, and then, hold on, let's just edge forward here. Okay, we're going to push it into the other plow, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be strong enough to turn this thing into, I don't want to say a cube, but it's going to be folded up, and oh, that's satisfying. Look at that. These things have some freaking power. Hold on, I might have to give it another little push here. Let's try to shimmy it a little bit. You can see the trunk is starting to, oh, there it goes. The trunk just buckled. Oh, look at the center. The doors are folding. Hold on, let's shimmy it a little bit more, maybe a little to the right here. I'm going to completely compact this thing, gosh darn it. It's going to give any second. Hold on, let me look at it from the top. Oh, they're a little off-center here, but, oh, and another push. Let me try to make the plow go over to the right a little bit. Hold on, we're just going to back it up here. It's not, like, welded to it. Oh, this is going to be the killing blow. Watch this. All right, let's go full speed, and these little force. Oh, my. Look at it fold. That is, man, that's some power right there. And we're almost, I would like to be able to touch plows. I don't know if that's going to happen. You can see, like, the battery. I think the engine is somehow still running in the Moonhawk. Hold on. Just back it off here. Oh, it's stuck to it now. One more hit, and there we go. I think that's about as small as we're going to get it here. So, yeah, that was a full-size car there. It is no longer a full-size car. Don't ask me how I could see the fan still running. The engine, what does it drive? Just, out of curiosity. It still revs. I don't know how it still revs. That's one thing that's I've always had to question that in BeamNG Drive when the engine gets, like, shimmied over. It's like, how is this thing still running? Like, this thing is crushed right now. But that's just some of the things that you can do with the old Trackmaster here. So let me go ahead and back off. You can fully adjust the plow. I do have the vehicle stuck to it right now. But yeah, tracked vehicles is not something you see too often here in BeamNG Drive. This one, I would say it's been done pretty much flawlessly. Like, I haven't had any issues. I've tested it. I've run over vehicles, which we're going to do plenty of that here today with the tracks. But there's some cool features with it. Like I said, you can fully adjust the plow, and you can raise and lower the ride height, which is pretty awesome looking. So if I hit F here, you can see how it's going down. It's got like an air suspension or something in it. And then, yeah, you could do that also with the front with H. And I think it folds down to where it just kind of covers the tracks there. Yeah, that's just one of the cool little features. You got a big area on the back, work lights, and there's more models of this thing. This is just the plow. So if I go into my vehicles menu, which, by the way, we'll briefly check a couple other Fun Physics mods. There's a bunch of attachments here. You got like a crane, you got chains. There's a lifting frame, which would be for like big vehicles. These all would work with the Trackmaster, with the one that has the crane here. So if I spawn this, this is Fun Physics crane, which, by the way, this crane is not just on this vehicle. When you, if you become a Patreon member, they've got versions of it for the Segra, which is a European truck, and there is a T-Series version. This isn't it here. This is just one of the tow trucks that they built. But yeah, this fully works. It's actually really cool. I love the whole fact that, like, all the panels and stuff, you can click all the buttons on it. So say like here we got the outriggers, so we'll go ahead and put those out real quick. And then hold on, these actually have a switch on it, so you would click this and it'll lock into place. Very intuitive. And then you've got the one on this side. I want to say that maybe there's a button for like a universal, like do both left and right, like a hotkey, but I'm just doing these manually just to show you that this is something you can do. Like, you can fully interact with all the controls. And I find that so immersive here. So hold on, is that going, are those going down? Here, let me see if I can kind of keep it in view. No, okay, that's down. So down is down. That makes sense. I was going up for down because I'm stupid. And then, yeah, you can plant this thing down. This will probably be when you want to use the crane. Let me go ahead and plant the other side down real quick. They are locked right now, so we'll do that. And then it's on the ground now. So yeah, just a little bit of something to stabilize the crane. And then, of course, the crane you can control from here, too. You got all the switches. You got the light. I want to go do it from the hotkeys, though. So yeah, it's all from Alt and the number pad. As you can see, I could fold it out. And this is where you would use a lot of those attachments that you saw in the vehicle select menu, because right now there's just like a little hook on the end of it. But these are all like one-click button hooks. I know it's kind of hard for me to explain. It's actually easier to explain over here on the tow truck because they use a similar system. So a lot of times if you have like a winch in the game, you have to use the node grabber to hook stuff together, but that's not the case with Fun Physics stuff. So like I can click here and it unhooks the winch, and I can click it back and it'll hook it back into the hook. Same with the big tall crane on the back here. By the way, we've checked out one of their tow trucks before, but same case, all the buttons here you can interact with. You got work lights, you got the outriggers on the right side, and then you have the crane, and then you have the lift here in the back, which you can put that down. You'd hook in, this would be definitely for bigger semis, this particular tow truck, or big construction vehicles, but that's something you could do. And like I said, they have another, I would say somewhat similar version. It just uses the same crane that the Trackmaster uses, but similar thing. You got a flatbed here, and then you can actually hook it down using the built-on little chains here. So yeah, if I go down to the vehicles here, you can see there's a ton of different versions of the Wrecker. You even have cab-over versions, and then you have the same crane. Say if you want to use the crane in the flatbed, that's an option too. I just think it's freaking amazing looking. I actually haven't spawned in one of these cab-over ones. What do these look like? I'm assuming it's the same rear end. Yeah, it's just the cab-over T-Series. It looks incredible. The outriggers are actually different on this one too. It looks like they fold out and come down. It doesn't... Oh, so it isn't the same. I was going to say it's exactly the same, but it actually isn't. It's quite a bit different. The control panel itself is the same, but the outriggers... Hold on, let me unfold these. Do they, like, hit the ground and, like... I'm assuming they kind of, they'll hit and it's got like a hinge on there. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That's so good. I'm actually surprised. I don't think Fun Physics has made a fire truck, but I feel like you could use the same stuff on like a fire truck and it would be amazing. But yeah, we're not fully going to go over the tow trucks and all that. I'm just saying that's something else that is included in their Patreon. But let's talk about running over some vehicles here. Also, by the way, if you were curious about the towing capacity of this thing, yes, that is a concrete truck on there. It is struggling. It doesn't even feel like there's anything on there. Like, it's not bogging down at all. It's not strapped down, by the way, so there's a chance we lose it. But I just wanted to prove that. Also, we are going to take this off-roading. I am curious how these tracks do in a little bit tougher terrain other than the city streets here. We might hit that. Oh, my goodness. I thought we were going to hit the light there with the cement truck. Alright, what do you say we run over a couple cop cars with the tracks? But yeah, one thing that's... Oh, here we go. He's going to turn right in front of me. Oh, there it is. Oh, my goodness. So yeah, the only other track vehicle I can think of is like the tank that we've used, and those tracks used to break. Oh, there goes the concrete truck. Well, I guess we don't have to tow that anymore. But yeah, the tracks seem really, really strong. I'm not sure you could stop this. Maybe if the cops had like one of the armored vehicles, there's a chance it stops it, but oh my... It is the funnest thing just running over traffic. Oh, and here's a van. Oh, that might be a little bit tougher. Actually, I could probably raise up the ride height a little bit to try to clear it. You just want it under the deck. Like, if you can get it under that, you could probably crush it. So the cops have got to be a little confused, thinking, like, how do we stop this thing? And honestly, it's got pretty good pickup. Like, oh, sure, we're only going 24 miles an hour, but it's a big tracked vehicle. I don't wonder if you can get a modded engine into here. Like... Can we get a version that goes like 100? That'd be kind of cool. Hold on, it's around the corner. Also, the turnability is so amazing. Like, you would feel like this thing would take a little bit to turn, but no, it can round most corners. No problem. It's probably because both tracks turn together. It almost reminds me of like, it's got rear steering, but it reminds me of like a big monster truck. How they use the rear tires to steer. So yeah, this is the thing. I'm going to go try to get up on the highway and run over as many cars as possible. At some point, I'm going to be stopped, right? Right? It's okay, just plowing over multiple cars, just really casual. What's it like on the inside? By the way, this is still a work in progress. There's not really any, well, there's a little bit of interior that's been modeled in, but there's no steering wheel or anything right now. Oh, hold on, what's it like being inside of this? All you hear is just the crunching. Also, I don't know why the cops aren't upset with me anymore. Oh, there they go. They are now upset again. It took me crushing another several of them. Runs over D-Series just fine. Hold on, let's get the station. Nope, missed the station wagon. I spared them. I am curious, though. There's a hill to the right. The cops are extremely angry. Hold on, can I go up this? Like, how does it deal with... Oh, no problem. It's going to bog down and slow down a little bit, but does it continue to grip up? No, I just don't see this thing sliding. You know what I mean? Like, sliding backwards. Like, sure, it might slow down a lot to get up the hill, but I don't think it's going to slide off of anything. And that's the crazy thing about it. Like, it just works. And that's all you can ask for, especially when it comes to, like, a tracked vehicle and Beam. Like, it functions. It's great. There's no real complaints about it. It's functional. Like, if you want to do, you know, fun utility things, or if you just want to be like me and be stupid and smash cars, you can do both. Either or. Some people are probably asking why I didn't leave the plow on that. We've played with plows before. I really wanted to see the tracks work against the cars, and you know what? It does not disappoint. Oh, we just park right up here on the cop car. Yep, and we'll just set down here. That's cool. And I like how they're, like, independent of each other, so you can see the back one's, like, really far up, but the bottom one's still in contact with the ground. So I don't think there's really much risk of getting stuck on items. Maybe if you try to run over a T-Series, that might be a little bit different, but first you'd have to get it under the deck, and I don't think it's doing that. Okay, so I think I've parked on my last cop car here. I do want to take this to a different map and test it out. That looks incredible. Also, like I said, you saw the towing power. It can pretty much haul around whatever you want it to haul around while doing this. Yeah, they're a little upset, but I think the cops are... There's nothing they can do here. I think we've won. There's no, like, really escaping. It's just how many can you smash. Okay, so a map we don't go on too often is Jungle Rock Island, but I feel like if there's a tough terrain and it's like one of the default maps, it's gonna be this. I mean, Johnson Valley's up there too with the dunes, but this thing has tight roads, dirt roads, mountains, volcano, you name it, it's got it. And if this thing can traverse through it with no problem, like, this is one of the ultimate recovery vehicles. Definitely would be using one of the big T-Series wreckers to, like, finish, but if you need to, like, go get something that's stuck in the mud, definitely would use this. Probably use maybe the claw attachment that it's got. But yeah, this is awesome. Hold on, let me go find one of the off-road paths here. All right, here we go. This is going to be a test. All right, so we're just going to shoot up here. I want to say there's a couple, like, kind of mud bog-ish areas. Also, I wish I would have had this thing when doing the river crossing challenge, the Speedler map. I feel like this would have, like, trucked right across it. Like, maybe it would have tipped. I'm not really sure. I haven't tried crossing a body of water. I'm pretty sure there's some river crossings in this map, is there not? Also, I forget how, like, beautiful the map is. This is always a cool map. It's just like one of those things, it's just really tight, so it's kind of hard to do a lot of things in the map. Okay, there's a left here. Can I maneuver? Oh, I'm gonna need to be first person here. All right. Oh yeah, this is a nasty road here. Very tight through here. As long as I don't get stuck on a tree, which I don't think I would. I mean, that's the only thing about it. It's like, you know, BeamNG has solid trees. Well, some are solid. A lot of them are like, yeah, you can just go right through. But it's not like Snow Runner or something. You're not going to plow over trees, so you'll need to avoid those. Hold on, let's go back third person. Third person is just trees. That's all you really see. Hold on, let me try to get the camera down here. We just see it maneuvering through this tiny road, and it's doing just a fantastic freaking job. Like, come on. This is so good. I love this mod. Oh, okay. Well, I think I found something that we can't get by. You remember I was saying that you can't... Well, hold on. How... Oh, it's going to be close. I wonder if Okay, let me try to use the ride height to my advantage here. So we're going to lower both the front and the back. Can I do them at the same time? I think I can. Is that as low as they go, Holly? Make sure both are locked down. That's as low as they go. Ooh, I don't think we're getting the cab under this. I know the road dips a little bit. Let me see if it'll go down. No. Okay, well, we found the limitations. Overhead objects. Okay, I just wanted to demonstrate this thing on one more road here. And check this out. Up and over the rocks. No problem at all. And then I'm going to try to take this right hand. This is the entrance to the volcano. Okay, so I hit a... Oh, okay, I hit the rock right in the center. You definitely want to hit it with the tracks, like this. Because that center, that might be a little bit of a weak point of getting stuck. All right, here we go. Let's go full speed. I want to probably lock the differentials here. There we go. Lock those. And we're going to try to edge up the side of this. Come on, baby. Don't slip. Let it straighten itself out. And it's going to be a slow grind, but we are slowly making our way up this. It is working. It's finding the grip somehow. Might be a little better if I was over to the right, a little more on the stable. Well, I call it stable dirt. It's still dirt. Here we go. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Starting to pick up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit grippier over here on the dirt opposed to the little patchy grass area there, or the bushes. It's just going to take a second to get over this, but it looks so cool from the inside. Like, you really feel like you're powering up this. Okay, here we go. Up and over the top. You can see the water. Let's see how far down in the water we can go. I'm assuming the engine is, like, behind the cab or under it. There is kind of like a snorkel. I don't know how deep this is. We're about to figure that out. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, that is way deeper than I remember. Yeah, so definitely not an underwater vehicle. But do you think you can cross this? This is pretty deep, too. We'll see how close we get. At what point does it start flooding? Is it when it hits the radiator, like the opening in the front? Or is it when it hits the snorkel up at the top? Because this is working just fine right here. That was actually kind of cool looking. So yeah, we could probably go out to that little island there. You can be close to the shore. It does get a little deeper in this area. Hold on, let's see. Let's go to the right a little bit. Nope, it's going to go right back up. Let me go beyond it to where the ocean starts to, like, it starts to fall off into the ocean. We'll see. I think the snorkel is behind on the right side, in the back. I'm assuming the top there's where it's intaking air. So we can go down and... Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. There it is. It seemed like it started flooding as soon as it got up to the little circle on the side there. But man, it's so good. If you guys want to check this vehicle out and others, I'll have their YouTube channel linked down in the description, and then of course you can go to their Patreon from there. But yeah, do go check out the videos, how to use all the creations. Just wanted to highlight this thing because it's absolutely incredible, and we'll see you guys next time.